This year marks the 50th anniversary of women attending military service academies.
As part of Asian American Pacific Islander Month and Military Appreciation Month, Pamela Young profiles a distinguished Hawaii alumna, Alma Lau Grocki.
Throughout time, warriors have put their hands to hearts to swear an oath to defend a cause or country. Such was the case with Deborah Sampson, Sarah Emma Emmons, and Frances Clayton, who took off their aprons and picked up weapons on their way to the front lines. They saw combat, were wounded, got the medals, but never as themselves. To serve our country, they had to pretend to be men. Not so for First Lieutenant Elsie Chin Yuen Situ 8 decades later, or for Hazel Ying Lee, and most definitely not for a 17-year-old Kalihi girl who fell in love with sea-going vessels. Growing up, Alma was often at Pearl Harbor with her father, a shipyard shop general foreman. Little did she know that that fascination would evolve into a career as a rear admiral in the U.S. Navy. In 1976, the U.S. Naval Academy opened its undergraduate program to women for the first time. Alma was the first woman from Hawaii accepted, entering at a time few plebes looked like her.
Being in the second class of women, there were lots of people that didn't want us there, didn't know why we should be there. And I would say those were mostly the guys that were steeped in tradition and the way they had always done something, and they were worried about what would change if women came in.
But she never felt unwelcomed, she said, mostly because her aloha attitude melted tensions and smoothed the way, except for one incident after graduation.
And some guy came up behind me and pinched my butt. And I was in uniform. And you know, when I tell people that now, they just, that's horrible, you know. But at the time, the things that ran through my mind immediately is, okay, what can I do about this? I can go to my superior officer and tell him about it. I can go to this guy's foreman and tell him about it, because he was a civilian. I can go to the newspaper. I can, you know, make a big deal about it. Or I could do what I did and solve it at the lowest level and turn around and said, if you ever do that again, I'll punch your lights out.
Alma graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in '81 and later earned a Master's of Mechanical Engineering. She was immediately posted to a number of shipyards and bases and eventually to Pearl Harbor as Senior Ship Superintendent, making sure surface warships and submarines were overhauled, well-maintained, seaworthy, and safe. In the meantime, she married former classmate Russ Grocki, then a nuclear sub-officer. Their 2 sons, Nick and Dan, followed their parents into Navy careers. After transferring to the Navy Reserve in '88, Alma retired 10 years ago after 35 years in the Navy, the last 7 years on recall to active duty. The pinnacle of her career? Creating and obtaining authorization for the Engineering Duty Officer qualification insignia that every EDO wears today. And advocating for young people, especially women entering military life.
We're 50% of the resources of this country. And that's not just boots on the ground. That's brain power, that's perspective, that's experience. And the women have done it. We're in all different walks of life, and we're being successful.
Alma has 3 Legion of Merit Awards, 5 Meritorious Service Medals, and 4 Navy and Marine Corps commendations. For Asian American Pacific Islander Month and Military Appreciation Month, KHON2 salutes Rear Admiral Alma Lau Grocki. Pamela Young, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.